Well, hello there everybody. Why does it look like I'm looking in a weird place? Let me just try and find where the camera is. It's weird, I think this is upside down. Hello, it's Rosie and welcome to our new moon meditation in Aries. Oh my goodness, the energies, they're crazy at the moment. Anybody who's joining me, please let me know who's on. I'd really love to know who's with me. I know this is a really crazy time to be doing a meditation, but it's the time that I have available, so this is what we're doing, and I hope that you will watch the replay if you don't get to see it now live with me. Something very unusual happened for me this morning, and that is that I am here, Danny, I am here. Sorry, Danny's like, what's going on? I can't see you live. So yeah, I was up at 6 a.m. this morning, and that's very unusual for me, but the new moon, hello Beatrice, welcome. The new moon was born at 2:36, and that was very early hours of the morning, and we also actually had Mercury going direct on yesterday. So we've had, I think, about 6 weeks of lots and lots of challenges, and actually what seems to be happening is a lot of set twos. I don't know how things are for you, but I'm quite interested to hear. There's a lot of energy bubbling up and things needing to be said and air being cleared, and kind of, if there's any harbouring of resentments, now is definitely the time with the Aries new moon to be clearing that. Just give me a sec, because I think, Danny, we are here. Good, okay. So suddenly what's happening as I'm live is everybody's contacting me, just to let you know. So I'm just a bit like, I don't know what's going on here. So I want to know how you are doing. And hello, Danny, welcome. I'm in the church hall that I started teaching in some 17 years ago here, so it's quite an amazing place to be. And I really have been finding, wow, this new moon has been, as an energy, a real shift from where we were last month. So some things to just get you going. I hope you've got your notebook. I've had so much cacao today that there's no way I'm having any more cacao right now. But if you would like to have some while we're drinking and consuming our cacao, I'll read out a few bits for you. So the new moon is actually taking place in part of the sky that is occupied by Uranus, which brings a particularly dramatic shift in priorities. So maybe you've been putting up with stuff for a long time that actually, if you're really honest with yourself, it's just not the way you roll, it's just not the way you are, you just don't want to deal with it. For me, it's been about bringing more order into my life the last month, particularly the last 2 months, and it's just like, no, I don't want to deal with lastminute.com and chaos, and it will all be all right in the end. Yeah, it will, but can we not actually learn from this and not keep recreating that? So for me, my boundaries have got a lot stronger with everyone, really, and it's been about cutting things out as well, and saying, actually, I've tried to do what you want me to here in order to keep this balance, but it's not working for me, it's not true to my heart, and that's what this new moon is really about. It's about you being true to your heart, irrespective of whether that suits someone else or not. Now, this is delicate. I really have to go carefully, because we do need to take care of our own needs, okay? Like, it's very, very important that we prioritise, we listen within, but we can't ignore everyone else as well. If we have dependents, if we have partners, if we have parents that are dependent on us, or friends, like, we have responsibilities, we need to honour those responsibilities. But it is really, really important to just be able to state in such a way that it's clear for you, right, actually I'm swallowing something that isn't working for me here, and I don't want to do that anymore. And I think this is this honesty that's coming up, and I don't actually know yet what we're going to do in the meditation, so we're going to see. Jupiter's also forming alignment with Venus, and Jonathan Kahner's nephew, Oscar Kahner, was saying that if we tend to our affairs with care, we can guarantee strong growth. Guarantee strong growth. So it's about tending to our affairs with care. Now, there's a lot of powerful changes that are taking place. Aries is a fire sign, and it's the first of the signs in the zodiac after Pisces, so there's a real sense of baby to toddlerhood and kind of like what I want, what I need, me. But there's more to it than that as well, and if you can consider that what's been happening since the last new moon is that the universe has been challenging us to get our priorities in order. And that's a question of what have you been giving time to. So you could actually ask, you can write down now, what have you been giving your time to? And if you've been finding that you're particularly angry or aggressive or frustrated or resentful, then this is a clear sign that what you've been giving your time to hasn't been serving your own personal need. And as I said, for me, I've had to come to the point that accepting that actually, in certain areas, I might have to cut people out of my life because it really is all or nothing, and that's my truth. And that's challenging for me to accept in myself, because I'm like, no, unconditional love means that you love people no matter what, and you deal with the challenges that brings up. It's like, yeah, I still love you, but I'm just not going to put my energy into this connection, this relationship, this whatever it is. It doesn't serve me, it gives me nothing, just stress. So I'm not going to do it anymore. And I'm not talking about a particular person here or a particular situation. I'm just talking about what has actually happened in my life and where I've had to sort of look at things and go, this doesn't suit me to look at myself this way, but this is the truth for me, so I'm going to do that. So that's what I'm offering you. What else has been happening? So what is no longer working for you? We are being forced to reconsider how we are doing things, okay? And that is true. So this new moon, we are given some guidance on the changes we can make to give balance and to bring balance and harmony into our lives. So think about the cacao diva. When you work with ceremonial grade cacao, you are seeking to bring balance and harmony where things are out of alignment. So with this new moon, basically we're getting the opportunity to get some guidance on it, whereas last new moon we were a bit left in the dark and we had to work it out for ourselves. This new moon we get to get the support of our star family, our soul family. So Naz talks a lot about the universe guiding us. That starts to bring up all sorts of questions for me, because you know the universe isn't all that is. It's a universe. It's not all universes. So I'm more inclined to invite you to connect to your higher self and to the source of all that is, and to create an alignment between those, because it's very easy for us to be quite flaky and go, well, the universe will decide. Well, no, you are the universe, sweetheart, so you decide. And if you don't know how to decide, ambiguity has been a massive theme for me this month, really not knowing which way to go. It's been because I felt I've had to make a choice between two things, neither of which particularly appeal to me. So getting really, really honest with yourself about what you want, about what you would say yes to. And also that means needs to change in yourself. You know, what are the habits? Step out of your comfort zone, break some long-term habits. It's usually the way we interact with people. So rather than taking this as, oh, I've got to stop smoking this month, or I've got to stop eating chocolate, or I've got to stop this, I've got to stop that, whatever your beat up is, think of this more as the long-term habit is how you view yourself. Okay, and so how you view yourself is going to be coloured either by judgment or love. And certainly for me, the journey that I've been on in my evolution has been about being able to love myself through everything, my biggest balls ups and my greatest achievements. Those moments when I've gone, yeah, you kind of really fucked that up, didn't you? That didn't go very well. That was not you at your most aligned and centered and grounded. That was not you showcasing your best self, was it? This was you raw, full on, like, rah! But that's another aspect of me, you know, that I need to love and nurture and accept. If I keep her in the shadow and I don't own up to her, then I'm being disingenuous with other people. I'm not being authentic. And, you know, I'm not being authentic with myself or anyone else. So this is what I'm saying, welcome all aspects of you. If you can say, I know I do this, it's really annoying, I do, like I say this and I do this instead. Like, that's so much more like of a relief, because you can have a real relationship with someone based on that, rather than feeling that if you say this, it's then going to trigger a whole load of other things, and as a result of that, you're then going to start a slagging match. No, true, genuine friendships and relationships are about being able to shine mirrors and say, do you know you do that? Are you aware this is a pattern? Are you know, I love you, but this makes it difficult. What do the Americans say? You're being challenging right now. I'm finding it very challenging to deal with you right now. That kind of thing. So lots of humour as well, very needed. Okay, so this is the best new moon of the year for you to step out of your comfort zone and break some long-term habits, as we said. And some questions I'm going to invite you to write down now are, what isn't working in your life presently? So what areas, attitudes no longer serve you? And what can you do to change the situation? Or if you can't change the situation, what can you do to change your thoughts about the situation? In particular, this is about moving out of victim consciousness. Hello, third person who's online. Whoever's online, please do announce yourselves. And if I'm saying anything that you're resonating with, please comment. You know, like, this is so much more fun when it's interactive for me. Otherwise, I feel like I'm kind of, don't know, in my own deluded little world, speaking to the camera. Okay, trust the changes you feel called to make, whether simple or drastic. Just set the intention that changes made are productive ones. So I came up with a mantra for this, which you can write down if you like. I am making heart-centered, inspired and productive changes. Or I am making heart-centered, inspired, productive changes. And just open to that. I am making heart-centered, productive, inspired changes. You can set up as you wish. Hello, person number 4. Whoever else is on, please announce yourselves. I'd like to know. Apparently, the comments aren't coming up, actually. So I'm not sure what's happening with that. But anyway, I will do that in a minute. Let's just see. We've got someone. Nope, I can't write a comment. Okay, so those are my personal notes. We'll leave it alone. So ask yourself and Cosmos to guide you to the best course of action. Stay open. Look for signs. Okay. So this is the time. This morning I was driving. I was like, universe, it's been a little while since I've seen some nice responsiveness from you. So higher self, source, communicate with me, and I started to get all of the van signs again that made me laugh. So we will be encouraged to bring productive and healthy changes to our lives. We may need time before we understand how to implement those changes, okay? Give it a week for new info to make sense, so be really patient with yourself, because Mercury's just gone direct again. It's going to take a little bit of time to make sense of what's going on. Along with bringing change, this moon has some volatile energy around it, for sure. I've had 2 pretty heated conversations today with people already. But it's about clearing the air, you know, it's about showing vulnerability, it's about showing frustration, it's not about trying to be right or to dominate, but it's just like, what's going on here, you know, like, this is just not cool. And it's okay, you know, we all let other people down occasionally, and we all feel let down occasionally, and it's part of the full spectrum of emotion to be able to say, look, I'm really sorry, yeah, I ballsed that up, or I can't be present for this right now, or whatever, you know, being able to admit to ourselves and to another person our own perceived failings is very endearing, it's very healing. Okay, so Danny's saying that her connection is a little bit jiggy. It might be my connection, so if anyone else is having trouble, will you please let me know? I haven't actually had any signal saying that it's a problem, but we're going to get going in a minute anyway. So we'll be past any kind of volatile factors will pass quickly. Just ground and centre if you're sensitive to new moon energy, and let things rise up. What are they saying? What's going on? You know, what is wanting to be heard that isn't getting heard? So Aries is about self-development and getting in touch with your true essence. So I think this is the beautiful thing about a baby or a toddler, isn't it? Is that they are completely egocentric. The world does revolve around them as far as they're concerned, and there's no hidden agenda, there's no manipulation. It's like, this is what I want, this is what I need. And if we could all be a little bit more like that, that could really help, couldn't it? Rather than all the subtle or not so subtle games we play to try and get what we want, but without actually being clear about what that is. So getting to know yourself better, how to look after yourself and your needs better, and how can you best look after your own needs over others. So this is what we are going to be doing today, is a clearing around where we have put other people's needs before our own, and any frustration, resentment or anything else that might have been coming up as a result of that. And it's a big question to say what brings you joy. Being able to stand up for yourself, step out of your comfort zone. It is only when we do this that we can grow and know who we really are. So manifesting and starting new things is what this moon's about. Changes are definitely happening that fuel our growth and uncover new parts of us. So this is what we can welcome, is, you know, the changes that will support the fueling of new growth, that will fuel new growth and help us to discover new parts of ourselves. So the secret to all this is going to be about staying grounded and being patient. Okay, so we will definitely be working with grounding and with just feeling centered, like grounded, centered, taking your time. There are two conflicting energies going on at the moment. One is about, you may feel it, you get this drive to push forward and to just keep moving forward, and then there's another element that's holding you back, that's asking you to revisit things and go over things again, and just check that what you want and what you think you want are lined up. Okay, so any obstacle that comes about is designed to help you to get clearer about what you want. So aligning with divine timing, aligning with divine timing. Yeah, joy, good, nice one, Beatrice. So you're ready to say hi to joy and growth. Well, let's bring that in, okay? So I think let's just get started. It's time to get started. So grab your crystal. I'm definitely feeling the need. So I've got this, I have to say, that this was gifted to me by one very lovely lady, Ingrid Rapson, quite less absent, and it is the Miracle, Mother Mary, Miracle Maker, and it's very soon coming up to the anniversary of my mum's passing. Actually, I feel really emotional about it. It's 9 years since she passed, and I'm feeling a lot of waves of emotion at the moment, as I'm used to holding a lot of space for people, and that's what I do, but every so often it's like, oh, are you holding space for yourself? You know, it's rare that I'll go, help, I need help someone, because I feel really deeply connected to Source. I feel I get my help through Source, and it comes through other people offering things, but this vulnerability that is there is really, it's touching, it's humbling. So anyway, let's just see how this all comes in, because there are a lot of different energies to harness, and being able to be at peace with emotions. One thing that I've done is I have been putting geranium oil from doTERRA and ylang ylang on my liver, like in a carrier oil, because geranium's about forgiveness and ylang ylang is about the inner child. So it's about really creating a sense of safety inside. So working with your emotion has been very, very helpful, and if you want to know anything more about that, then please let me know. Also, before I do get started, the Prosperity Challenge. I've had a lot of people come to me recently saying that funds are preventing them from doing things that they would like to do, and the Prosperity Challenge is something I created to support you to clear your blocks around money, because I know I had plenty of blocks around money, and I'm growing more and more in my perception of what is possible and what I am entitled to and what I'm allowed to have, and how graceful and easy life can truly be. I see people fall off the bandwagon with the Prosperity Challenge and just give up because they've missed a day. Don't give up on yourself. You keep going until you get the results. And the thing that's most important about it is the statements that you're tapping with. Be present when you make those statements. Notice which ones trigger you, which ones you don't believe, which ones you're like, no, that can't be true. I'm not having that. When I was doing it, the first time I did it for 2 months straight. And yeah, there was a I just did a couple, and a round of the salutation the next day, like, no biggie. But it's not a lie that I would say, no, I'd start saying something like, I'm worthy of having lots of money, which is one part of it, and I'd break down, because I really didn't feel worthy, so then I'd be on the floor crying. And now when I do it, 'cause I still do it because I enjoy it, I'm enjoying how it's shifting flows in my life. It's like everything's celebration. What I'm saying is a celebration, and how I can expand my vision of what's possible is growing all of the time. So if money is not where you want it to be in your life, please sign up to my website, RozyGlow.com, and make the most of the Prosperity Challenge, the Star Salutation. There are actually some upgrades to it. I've got a super fast video of it. I've got an audio of it. And I want to make a video about the actual intentions, as I said. But like, if you haven't done it, do it. And try it and let me know how you get on with it. If you've got any questions, let me know, because we're refining it. Okay, that's that. Let's get on with our meditation. So, if you want to grab your crystal. I've got a lovely piece of amethyst here. And you can, when you're ready, just close your eyes. I'm going to do a little cleanse of the crystal first, so that we can really take in the powerful, beautiful energies that are around. So, let's get into our I Am Presence, and then we'll cleanse the crystal. So become aware of parts of you that are connected to your chair, to the floor, to wherever you're sitting, and I hope some of you have managed to be outside, because that would be beautiful. Allow your breath to deepen. And bring your attention into your heart center. And so our hearts are the center of our electromagnetic field. Like they are it's like the powerhouse. It's the central junction where everything is processed. It just knows things. So allowing yourself to appreciate the wisdom of your heart. And allowing yourself to care about the well-being of your heart. Like, do you care about your heart? Do you care about your heart being nourished, loved, and cared for? And do you have compassion for your heart and all that it has ever been through? Just allow for a moment compassion for your own heart. And allow yourself to breathe deeply, appreciating, caring for, having compassion for your heart, and also gratitude for the way that whatever you go through in your life, there is still the capacity to feel, to love if you choose to. And as you breathe more deeply into your heart, knowing longer out breaths lead to deeper in breaths. And then allowing yourself to breathe up and down your spine, so becoming aware of the column of light that connects you to the source of all that is through our sun. All the way down through your body, through your pelvic floor and through your legs, into your earth chakra, about 3 feet deep in the earth. So you to remember this idea of being an acupuncture needle that offers healing to Mother Earth's subtle body, to Gaia's subtle body, through your own journey, through your own heart-centered journey, as you encounter challenges, as you seek to grow through life, and you unblock yourself, you help to unlock the density in Gaia as well. That's your gift to this planet. That's part of your soul's purpose, your reason for being here. It's so beautiful. And as you've been connecting to your own heart and honouring with compassion and acceptance the wisdom that is there, allow your heart to expand and swell, and Know that when you connect downwards into your earth chakra, you are also connecting to the crystalline grid that connects everybody on this planet who is a being living consciously, wanting to live in alignment with their higher selves, with their divine design, with Source. It connects every soul on this planet right now that is here and has moved beyond the early soul lessons of me, myself and I and what I want, into what happens if I co-create with divine will. What happens then if I call in the master and ask the master to help me create? It really touches me just to say that. It's like, it's letting go and letting God, and so many of us don't trust life enough to actually do that, to let go and let God. God is you. You are God. You have your God particle inside of you. So as you awaken to it and you don't allow your ego mind, your monkey mind, which is all of the conditioning trying to keep you safe, it's plugged into the matrix and all of this silliness that is just destruction on this planet. We get to create reality here. We get to bend all of human law, all of human will. We get to align with divine will and override human laws, override the law of this land. We connect with nature's way. So as you connect to this truth in your heart, allow the idea of love raining down upon you to be felt. And also love rising up from the earth through your being, like sap through a tree. Let yourself be nourished and nurtured. Become aware of the sphere of compassion that's always surrounding you. Make it as big as the room that you're in. Become aware also of the outline of your physical body. So all of these core lines are really important for you to connect with. Take time. If your mind's busy, keep bringing it back to the breath. And now we'll invoke our I Am presence. So just repeating after me. I am the one self I am. I am all that is. I am that. I am. I am unity consciousness. I am source consciousness. I am the source of my creations. I am the creator of my reality. I am a multi-dimensional being of love and light. I am sovereign. I am creator. I am free. I am aligning with Earth's ascension timeline. I am embodying the wisdom, the insight, and the guidance of my higher self from my divine design timeline. I am commanding an accidental alignment with my divine design timeline. I am choosing to co-create with grace and ease. I am choosing to co-create my personal paradise. I am choosing my divine design timeline. I am that I am. Again, allow yourself to take a few deep breaths. You may even enjoy pressing the palms of your hands together or the soles of your feet together, just creating a little connection. We are energy beings having a physical experience, and we're all children playing in the garden of God, you know. This is a very, very interesting time to be alive. So now with your crystal in your hands, let's repeat, well, you can just listen to these commands or repeat them after me. I cleanse this crystal to renew its power, so that it may bring peace and harmony and benefit humankind. I ask that all negative energy leave this crystal and go to where it can be transmuted into pure divine light. I command that this crystal is filled with only the purest vibrations of love and divine light, for the highest good of all, and so it is. Beautiful. So I'm actually feeling guided to place my crystal at my chest, so I'm just placing it in my sports bra top thing, so it's there between my bosom. And if you feel like connecting with it, then you can bring all your fingertips to touch. Close your eyes. As you press your fingertips together, if the palms are connected to just the fingertips, you will know straight away which energy centre you're losing energy from. For me, it's usually solar plexus, but at the moment it's heart. And often there's a little bit of a fight that goes on in me between having compassion for myself and compassion for others, because I can see the point of view of others very easily. I can see their pain. I'm an empath. But recognising that my pain is important too is really important, and that's for all of you. You know, I only share this level of transparency in these meditations to support you to go deeper. We're all human, it's not to hide. Well, we're divine humans. Okay, so we have a big sphere surrounding us, and I just want to remind you this is a holographic sphere. If you look at the wall of the sphere, you find it's made up of trillions of little spheres, all spinning on their own axis. And they spin to the frequency of pure compassion. So now creating a little sphere in front of your face. And I'm inviting you now to place into the sphere any and all people that you are in conflict with presently, whether that's in your mind or actually you've had some kind of physical or verbal or emotional conflict with. But anyone that you feel out of harmony with, please place them in the sphere. Give you a little time to do that. So anyone you find quick to judge, it's easy for you to judge them, or you want to cut yourself off from them, just giving you a moment to do that. So taking deep breaths in through the nose and then breathing out through the mouth. Breathing that person into the sphere. Place yourself in there as well. And in particular, any behavioural patterns you currently have, you wish you didn't have. It might just be that you judge other people and you wish you didn't, or that there's resentment, you wish you wasn't there, or there's just uncomfortable emotions to feel. So whatever you're currently judging yourself for, place those aspects of your being to the sphere, and any substances or habits that you would like to release. Patterns of behaviour. Some of the patterns that have come up for me in the last month, oh my God, OMG, have they been like painful to see, especially in my personal relationships. So all of your triggers, everything you've been triggered by today, this week, this month, put it in the sphere. And I really want to put in the sphere the idea that life always has to be a bed of roses, that it's always rainbows and unicorns. It fucking isn't, you know. It doesn't need to be, and neither should we be aspiring to make it so. The lotus comes out of the mud. Women bleed. We bleed. It's guttural, it's visceral, it's real, it's bloody, it's smelly, it's real. You don't get away from that. We all defecate, we all urinate, we all burp and fart and all sorts of things. This is all part of it. Enjoy it. Love it. Aspire to be at peace with it all. And wonder of it all. Not just the rainbows and the unicorns. To laugh. People want to try and call me in the middle of this. It's like being tested, constantly tested. It's not that it's not a good connection, I don't think, Beatrice. Let's just see if we can carry on with this and see what comes. Just allow yourself to let go of needing to control anything. So anything that's frustrating you, angering you, pissing you off, anything you wish could be different. Including better connection. And then when you feel as though everything that you're ready to let go of is in the sphere already, just allow the sphere to start to spin. Allow it to act like vacuum. And it's pulling out of you from your physical, chronic, emotional and mental bodies. From your astral body, from your divine blueprint template and celestial and causal bodies. Allowing a full release of everything that is preventing your joy, preventing your experience of joy. Just allow it to move out of you. You're not in control. You don't need to be. If this meditation just hasn't got a good connection, we'll end up redoing it later. It doesn't matter. Just feeling the release from your body. When you're ready, inviting infinite love to move down through you. This is just a pure, clear, divine light moving down, infinite love. So just repeat to yourself 3 times, I am infinite love. I am infinite love. I am infinite love. And let that light cleanse you, bless you, just fill you up. Moving down through your body into Gaia, moving down through your body, feeding the crystalline grid. And then from your heart into the sphere, just loving up everything that's in it that's just so intensely frustrating and annoying and everything else that it is. I'm going to bring down a sovereign ray of emerald green light, which is about you reclaiming your own frequencies as you. So there's been an upgrade of this emerald green light. I now see it with loads of little glittery spark bits in it. So you call in the sovereign ray, the emerald green ray, and see how it comes through. I am the emerald green ray. I am the emerald green ray. I am the emerald green ray. And just let it flood through your being, filling you up, filling up your connection to Gaia, so your earth chakra glowing emerald green, sending that emerald green through the crystalline grid, and then as you fill up, your heart opens and sends a beam into the sphere in front of you. So it's been filled with clear white light, and now it's got the emerald green light. And it's just transforming everything in there. Just allow it, just notice there's more and more and more going in there until it's like those little diamonds within the emerald green light just spin. They cut through it. They're not destroying, they're transmuting, transforming, loving up the density that's in there. It's very sweet, it's touching. And just wait until it seems as though you've got a beautiful big ball of emerald green, shimmering, shiny glitter light. So you're doing good. Energies are doing good. So you're seeing it looking all beautiful and shimmery, getting this sense of wanting to dive in. Kid that just wants to dive into a beautiful ocean, but this is a green ocean of sovereign light. Let's just anchor the energy as it is. So anchor, lock and seal. Recalibrate, align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful, gentle and easy integration, expression, and integration, expression, and experience. Now expand that sphere, and when you're ready, you decide how you're going to go into it. You can bounce into it as though you're diving off a diving board. You can do like a water ball into it. You can fly into it. You can walk into it. How do you want to dive into this self-approval, self-acceptance, self-love? Let yourself absorb all of that light. Fill yourself up until your bones are glowing. Your bones are glowing, the outline of your skin is glowing. Almost feeling yourself wrapped up by love, the love of the perfect mum and the perfect dad. None of us had perfect mums and perfect dads, but that perfection emotion. Just feeling a beautiful, divine, loving, kind hug from the essence of your being. And when you feel ready, we're going to anchor this. So you can just repeat after me. I command this process continues until completion. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Recalibrate, align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful, gentle, and easy integration and expression. And so it is. So it shall be. So feel your connection to the earth. Feel your connection to the parts of your body, connecting to whatever you're sitting or lying on. back, come back gently, sweetly. And just before we come back fully, we haven't quite got the new moon won't be seen for a few more days, but just allowing that slither of light to come through, to move through your sphere and around it. So it's guiding you all the way, anchoring into your earth chakra, guiding you. As we've said in the preamble, this idea that the universe or your higher self source is actually supporting you, helping you. That you can feel that guidance and support through the moon, lunar energy. It's like almost like a little cyclone that's carrying you in a certain direction. Like, just see if you can really follow that. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself back. Just bring yourself back to the point where you can breathe deeply. And come to a point where you can open your eyes. And welcome yourself back to this space. I have no idea whether we're going to have to redo this meditation or not. I'll have to have a listen later and just see if somehow the internet managed to sort it out. Actually, I've had to do it without Wi-Fi, so it might be why. We're on data. Although Kai Patcher did his on data in Egypt, and it's just fine the other day, so we really hope that that's the case for us as well. If not, then I will be able to redo this meditation at 8 p.m. Tuesday evening. It won't be before that, and it won't be after that. It'll be Tuesday, so tomorrow, 8 till 9. So if this hasn't come out great, then that's what I'll do. But you probably won't hear that because, well, it won't have come out great. So I'll learn out with it. And also, any of you who are interested in doing some deep work with me, my group coaching, my next round of group coaching is starting on Tuesday, the 24th of April. So that will be 8 to 9:30 p.m. My membership program will be starting on Wednesdays, 8 to 9:30 p.m. very soon. That's for those of you who've already done some deeper work with me. But for those of you who haven't yet, then the important clearing work is to do realigning your subconscious with your conscious will. So the subconscious is full of programs that are erroneous, that are not really how you feel about life, but they're what others have told you to feel about life, and they can really mess up your ability to create what you want to create. And so the first bit of work that I do with you is really to reprogram your subconscious, to clear it of any erroneous beliefs and reprogram it, and then align it with your will, your personal will, and then aligning that with divine will. And that's what I call the Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me program, or the Conceive with Ease program. Both of these do the same sort of work. So just putting that out there for you and setting an intention that those of you who feel called to work with me will get in touch ASAP. I am going to be teaching most of the next 10 days. So if you think you are interested in having a chat with me about joining the group coaching or one-to-one coaching, if you're more interested in that, then please get in touch with me as soon as possible so we can actually arrange a slot, because I'd ideally like you to start on the 24th along with everyone else. And it's one of those things that you feel a calling for. So if you're not feeling a calling for it, trust that. But if you are, it's powerful stuff. It's very, very life-changing stuff. And as I said, it's not that it's all going to be rainbows and unicorns, although you do see more of those. It is that you can embrace everything in your life as an opportunity for growth and healing. and you move out of that place, oh, why me? Why does this always happen to me? And this is the way life is, and all of that, and really get into a place where you recognise your multi-dimensional self and how you're creating all of the time, even when it's not things that you want to create that are being created. So learning how to use your magic wand is what I do with you. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, then please get in touch. In the meantime, I look forward to your feedback and how you found this particular meditation, and I hope it's all well enough that we can hear it and comment this evening. For now, I'll leave you with lots of love until I see you at the full moon in Scorpio. Dun, dun, dun. For now,